Hello and good day. I welcome you to IELTS Tip and Success online format, which has a very rich embedded connection of what you need to succeed in IELTS class. We have been running IELTS Tip and Success for the past 2 years with astonishing success rates. And this is a privilege for you to start up and hit down on the exact score that you have been looking for. I'd like you to trust this process as being the best that you will ever engage when it comes to IELTS success. And towards the end of the sections, there will be some discussions about OET. Follow through with this process and see how it becomes the best choice that you have ever made. There is going to be 4 modules that will be discussed over the period of time that will be dedicated to study. 4 modules: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. The way this module is scheduled is to create as much intense level of knowledge impartation so that you may not need to be evaluated even at the end of the views of these videos. The videos are self-evaluatory in nature. You will most likely be able to even check out your flaws as you properly listen. But there are some tricks you need to take into art as you go through this particular option. 1, the trick of being diligent with these videos. You must have a very careful approach in study. Don't rush over. Listen carefully. Second trick is the trick of writing down what you learn. Now, you may not necessarily have the capacity to store what you have watched by just watching. You may need to write some things down. So, for listening, do some jottings, and then for reading, for writing, and for speaking, make sure you do the same. Then attempt to follow through with the things that you have written down. Attempt to follow through with the things that you have written down. As you do this, you will be overwhelmed with the kind of results that will come out of this particular pathway and pattern for success. I wish you the best as you start the journey. One more thing I want to add in your study of these modules is learn consistency in practice. Learn consistency in practice. Listen again. Learn consistency in practice. Now, many persons have always found the capacity to start, but they don't have a schedule. One of the things that will help and booster your success rate is if you can maintain a schedule system that allows for consistency. You decide that I'm going to be reading every 2 a.m. in the night. I'll be reading every 5 a.m. in the morning. I'll be reading every 8 p.m. in the evening. Make a schedule that allows for consistency in practice. One thing I want to quickly say about IELTS is this: you may not be able to attain your potential of success if you are limited in practice strategies, in practice consistency, in practice continuation. If all you do is practice once and you want your score to be very high, that is going to be you becoming a magician. But if you want to learn, you must schedule a daily system to be able to activate the skills you have learned on the exercises that you will be given while the process of study takes place. Again, consistency in practice remains the key to success. While you follow what has been said, while you adapt to all the principles, while you do all the stuff that we have been told to do, maintain high level consistency. Yes, somebody is asking a question. Will there be materials? Are we going to have access to materials? How do we practice? Where do we get our materials from? What do we do? Yes, we're going to have access to all the materials per module. For listening module, the materials for practice will come after the video lecture, and you will not be able to move to the reading module until you have accessed the materials for listening, and in such a way that until you attain a particular score consistently, you will not be able to move. So there will be an assessment system that will allow for you to submit your score. As you submit the score, if it doesn't reach a particular module within the time that's allocated for practice, you will not be allowed to move to the next module. This is just to ensure that you don't prematurely start a second module without engaging a level of average accuracy or average level of success before transcending the next module. So it is important that you know that the materials should be available and that you must attain a level of efficiency, of efficacy before you are allowed to move to the next module. I don't know whether that's all right. Thank you.